Today is the last match day of the first half of the 1994-95 Serie A season, and we are looking for the winter champions. Roma had everything in their own hands in their home game against Cremonese, but the visitors shocked the league leaders when Enrico Chiesa scored the opening goal. Everyone at the Stadio Olimpico expected a comfortable home win, but these expectations did not seem to do the hosts any good. It was only in the final quarter of an hour that Abel Balbo managed to equalize, and there was still time left to score the winning goal. To everyone's surprise, however, it was the visitors who scored. Florian Tchitch's goal secured a sensational away win for Cremonese. Roma now have to hope even more that their city rivals Lazio slip up if they are to remain top of the table going into the winter break. However, Brescia was unable to provide the hoped-for support. The visitors took an early lead thanks to a surprisingly advanced run by young defender Alessandro Nesta. The score remained close for a long time, but Lazio's lead was never in danger. And in the final stages, the visitors sealed the deal with a goal from Alan Bokšić. Finally, Pierluigi Casiraghi added another goal to his tally, making it 10 for the season and crowning himself the top scorer in Serie A after the first half of the season. Today was not a good day for the home teams. Milan had a disastrous afternoon in their match against Fiorentina. The visitors' strikers were simply too much for Milan's normally solid defense to handle. Francesco Baiano got the ball rolling. After a pass from Portuguese midfield star Rui Costa, Baiano was able to escape his marker Costa Curta and score the second goal. As we know, Fiorentina has another top striker in its ranks. Gabriel Batistuta was determined not to be outdone by his strike partner and scored the visitors' third goal before halftime. Fabio Capello's team was unable to get back into the game. The visitors could even afford to take their foot off the gas in the second half, yet still managed to score a fourth goal through a Batistuta tap-in and celebrated a great triumph in the stadium of the reigning champions. President Silvio Berlusconi will be anything but happy with his team's performance. Things went better for city rivals Inter, who won 1-0 at Padova, thanks to a header from Nicola Berti, keeping them in touch with the top of the table. Juventus also enjoyed a satisfying end to the year in their match in Cagliari, celebrating a surprisingly clear away win. Roberto Baggio's shot was too precise for goalkeeper Fiore. Center forward, Fabrizio Ravanelli gave his team a comfortable 2-goal lead early on with his goal. And unlike in some previous games, the record champions' defense was extremely solid today. After a strong start to the season, Cagliari has recently experienced a slump in form. The Sardinians were unable to get back into the game today, and instead conceded a third goal by Antonio Conte. Gianluca Vialli put the final nail in the coffin. The break comes at just the right time for Cagliari, and top striker Luis Oliveira is also expected to return for the start of the second half of the season. On Sunday evening, Parma hosted the struggling team from Naples and had to chase the game for a long time after Agostini's goal. The turning point came in the second half. Following a corner kick, Marco Branca scored a well-deserved equalizer for Nevio Scala's team with a header. And Italy's national team player Dino Baggio slammed the ball into the net for an unstoppable 2-1 winning goal. Torino prevailed in their home game against Genoa. Gianluca Pessotto converted a penalty kick in the first half to give his team the lead. Tomasz Shkaravi was once again responsible for the equalizer. The Czech is the reason why Genoa is not even lower in the table, and they will have to hope that he remains injury-free and can maintain his form. Today, however, the Czechs' goal was not enough to secure any points. Andrea Selenzi put the hosts back in the lead. A Abedi Pelé scored the final goal to make it 3-1. Torino thus celebrates its second victory in a row and can enjoy Christmas with peace of mind. For Genoa, on the other hand, the defeat means that after 17 match days, they are in a relegation spot. The fans at the Stadio Luigi Ferraris were treated to a great show during Sampdoria's home game against Bari. The long-range shot by Yugoslavian Sinisa Mihajlovic was the first highlight of the afternoon. Bari has had a very good season so far and was not bothered by this setback. The newly promoted team's dangerous strike duo was also in fine form today. Senga was unable to hold on to Prati's shot, and Tovaglieri scored to make it 1-1. The second goal for the away team was also a joint effort by the two strikers. This time Tovaglieri played a well-timed pass to Prati, leaving Walter Senga with no chance. Only a win will do for Sampdoria if they want to keep their hopes of a European Cup place alive. Manager Eriksson's team had to contend with numerous injuries in the first half of the season. Star striker Gullit, in particular, was often sidelined. Today, however, he was in good shape and scored the equalizer. Captain Roberto Mancini scored the winning goal in a 3-2 victory. The 1991 champions remain a force to be reckoned with in Serie A. Foggia and Reggiana played out a goalless draw in a lackluster match. Lazio leads the table after 17 games, but the battle for the title and UEFA Cup places remains exciting. It's also very close at the bottom of the table. Lazio striker Casiraghi leads the scoring charts with 10 goals, while Roma captain Giannini is the top assist provider with 8 assists. Our Serie A season is entering a well-deserved winter break. The second half of the season will continue at the end of January, and in the meantime we will be enjoying one of the best tournaments of all time, UEFA Euro 2000. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.